Go, little man, go.
What's up, you beautiful miners, gamers, and dwarves? It's Thursday. It's 1 p.m. CET, and you know what that means? That means it's time for the GSG Thursday Dev Stream. Today we are joined, in fact, by our friend Alexandra over from Kitfox Games. Alexandra, what's up?
Hey everyone, I'm so excited to rock and stone and play this gosh darn dwarf game.
Hero Reco Ship Games, and indeed at Kitfox Games, we simply can't get enough of dwarf games. If you were watching the stream last week, you'll remember that we were over playing Dwarf Fortress, which is Alexandra's home turf, gaming-wise, where we had her showing Jakob how to play Dwarf Fortress after 14 years of his hiatus. But even more importantly than that, last week we began what is going to be remembered as the most critical social cause of 2024, which is Dwarves Unite. And that was drawing attention to the issue that dwarves do not have their own tag on Steam. Indeed, if you try to find games about dwarves on Steam, you're going to have to sort manually, like much like a dwarf actually mining for minerals deep in the earth. But we want to change that. So today, Alexandra's back with us. We're digging, we're mining, we're moving and grooving. We are keeping it trucking, and we want everybody out there to join us under Dwarves Unite, because together we stand a little taller. Alexandra, I understand you have played would you say maybe under 2 hours of Deep Rock Galactic?
I would say under 2 hours. Yes, you caught me. That's okay.
That's perfect.
I'm familiar with the genre, both dwarf games and cooperative games.
Well, the most important thing is that you figured out the V key, and that's going to be the most valuable key in the game for the rest of your mining career.
I'm not gonna lie. Many of those minutes were spent at this barrel over here.
Oh yeah.
I was immediately engrossed in the barrel game, so I'm gathering a lot more than last time about the dwarves in Deep Rock Galactic and their sort of like lifestyle that they got going on here.
Yeah, what's your impression of them so far?
Well, they do know how to have fun.
Oh
which
my
is
lord,
something
yeah.
that, you know, the dwarves in Dwarf Fortress like to have fun too, but like you've got it all set up here for all sorts of different hobbies and interests, and yeah, it's just as much about digging as it is jigging, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the moral of the story ultimately is that mining is a fun and easy job, and that's, you know, and that's really what we're trying to get across. So I'm glad that comes through. Maybe today would be a good time to run a lot of Alexandra's intro missions and help you unlock some cool stuff and get things rocking. Also, before we do get things rocking and stoning, I'd like to give a big shout out to Roman up in GSG's programming department. Roman gave me and Jakob and Mark a sugar-free Monster Energy at 10 in the morning today because he bought an entire case of them. He very generously gave us a can each. So today's stream is sponsored by Roman, as well as it's Roman. Roman sponsored it.
Not just sponsored, fueled too.
He fueled, he enabled, and he supported it. And I can tell you, after having 2 cups of coffee at home, 2 cups of coffee after getting for work, and then 1 can of Monster an hour later, all before noon, I am feeling insane. I'm feeling like Bradley Cooper from Limitless. And Limitless is actually a really good word for the vibes today, because when dwarves get together and fight for a shared cause, it's sort of like we have limitless potential. So that's what we're on today.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. The movie connections never end, and the celebrity power, I think, that's secretly behind the dwarven spirit is immense.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of celebrity power and those for against dwarves, you know, there's a saying of what is it? To find who criticizes you or oppresses you, find who you can't criticize. You gotta wonder who's out there at Steam keeping dwarves from getting their fair share of the attention, of the spotlight.
Yeah, I mean, we picked on Gabe last time, and I don't think that was very fair, considering I don't think he works in that capacity at Steam at all. But I think that you know, there's other people at play that are probably unnamed for the reason that they need to be hidden, because they are making these decisions that we don't agree with.
That's true. Oh, Alexandra, another key feature of the game is beers at the bar.
Oh.
Yeah. So we've got the beers, and if you oh nice, so we got a little friend, V Merla. Welcome, V Merla. Some of the beers are just for fun, and some of them give you a buff.
Oh.
And as you keep playing and finding different ingredients, you get different types of beers that have different effects.
Oh my goodness! I did not know that.
Oh yeah, check these out. These are called Burning Loves.
Oh my goodness.
Also, if you press V while you are holding a beer, you cheers with it, which is important.
Just don't have too many beers.
Don't let Yagab tell you what to do.
That's amazing. So this is also like a sort of like a cooking game as well.
Exactly. It's about it's a cooking game primarily. Before it is anything
collecting
else.
recipes, discovering new ones, making them.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like Dave the Diver, but Dave the Miner. I see some people over in YouTube asking who this new voice is, and the new voice, if you are just now tuning in, is Alexandra, who's the community manager over at Kitfox Games. Kitfox are the ones who are bringing Dwarf Fortress to Steam, and last week she joined us to show us Dwarf Fortress, and indeed kick off one of the premier social causes of 2024, which is getting dwarves ratified as a category. Uh-oh.
Don't worry.
That's okay. Yeah, we'll see you down there.
I think I got caught in the door a little.
You'll have to walk. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You'll catch.
Aw.
There's another bus in 5 minutes.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's Denmark, so the transport system in the mines is really good. There'll be another one.
Unless there's just a tidy amount of snow, then it's completely.
Mandy over in YouTube asks, so this is sort of like a Friends of Ghost Ship Games. Absolutely. But in this case, this is allies and comrades of Ghost Ship Games. This is fellow dwarves, because this is about something bigger than friendship. It's about dwarven solidarity and getting dwarves added as a category on Steam in 2024.
I definitely remember the first mission I played. I was obviously with 3 random people who were patient with me, and I just started digging because I wasn't. They said, just start collecting, and I really appreciate that. There was a phase where you just. I mean, there are enemies here, but there was a phase where we were just digging.
That's a big part of the game is simply digging.
Oh my god. So it's kind of is it my job to primarily, I'm assuming, kill things because I'm the gun person?
Yeah, I mean, we're all killing things, but the gunner is really good at killing things. I would say the gunner's 2 biggest things are A, killing things, B, you've got that, if you press, 4, you'll pull up like that dome shield thing. And if you're ever in like a tight spot, you can use that to protect everyone, because the bugs can't get in it. And it's also really good for reviving people. And then you've got zip lines, which are like mobility tools. So if there's a big cavern or something, you can cast those, throw those around, or we can ride those.
I definitely laughed out loud when I shot the grappling hook at first, and I, for some reason, was expecting them to go like very fast, but they went very slow, and I thought that was very amusing because obviously they're dwarves and they can't move fast.
Yeah, no, these zip lines are not fast, and that is one of the most common community requests we get is to buff the speed of the zip line, to which we always say no.
They can't go fast. They're dwarves.
They're not speedy folk, and if people are feeling like they're too slow, I would say just plan your day out better so that you have time to go on the zip line.
Right.
Pretty straightforward.
It's about the ride, not the destination.
That's exactly true, and I think we have a lot of people who aren't maybe aware of, they're not real zipline enjoyers.
Okay, this is real gross down here, though. Are we supposed to go in the gross places?
Oh yeah, this is our job to go in the gross places. What kind of gross place are you at? Oh, are you talking about the egg flesh?
Yeah, there's just sort of flesh rock happening.
Yeah, the flesh rock is first of all, it's an incredible source of protein, but it's where the eggs are, and we need the eggs. What? Hold on, we're getting zapped by acid spitter.
Oh my god.
Oh, good heavens! All right, I'm shooting this goo gun. Oh yeah. Oh shit! There's an acid spitter somewhere here. Nice, great call with the shield. All right, I'm just gonna throw an explosive here and kind of goo that guy. All right, he's gooed out.
Oh, nice.
Great.
So it does appear that the dwarves are also exterminators in that regard.
Yeah, we're miners, but we defend ourselves, and that's why management equipped us with, we have pickaxe, but also like military equipment as well. It's a dangerous work environment. Actually, true story, I used to have a gym teacher in high school who, before he was a gym teacher, worked in an Alaskan gold mine, which to me is a very gym teacher prior job. Anyway, he used to carry a .45 Colt pistol on him in case of bears. So
at school?
What teaching?
Yeah, great clarification. No, he had the gun at the gold mine. He did not have a gun to protect high schoolers from bears during gym class.
I would not be surprised. I mean,
hey, anything can happen. It's a fierce country. He had a gun to protect us from Chicago Bears fans.
Oh, the eggs are here.
The eggs are here, but who are also here are a lot of bugs. Oh, shit. Oh, this is really important. We're rich. Check this out. We're rich.
What does that mean?
It means that we're rich.
Yeah, we have to spend the next 5 minutes doing this.
Yeah, this is a big part of the game's tradition, as everyone pings the gold so that everyone can agree that we're rich.
Oops.
Great technique, Alexandra. You're getting it.
I was throwing grenades at it instead of pinging it.
That's okay. That's a form of pinging.
How do you ping again?
With the I have it bound.
Hold control is the default. So if you do that,
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
there we go.
Then mission
Oh, is
control
this the
gets mad at
person
you.
that needs to be revived?
Yeah, pop a shield down on that bad boy and we'll help him out. Great technique.
We have more.
Oh.
So I don't know where it originally happened or like how far back exactly the tradition of pinging the gold lines, but it's like the only voice line we recorded for when you ping them is just "we're rich." So if you ping it, just everyone always says "we're rich," and then it just became a tradition like in the game. I remember when I first bought this, like somebody just explaining to me like as a complete noob, but that you just kind of have to do that when you.
Oh no!
It's like you stepped in the acid goo. It's okay, we got you. It happens. Hold on. Wait, fuck up that. All right. Everyone just started doing that, and now it's just sort of a rite of passage in the game that anytime you get the gold, you have to ping it. And then so we did add the voice line so that if you ping it enough, the like mission control gets mad at you for wasting time.
I was wondering the same about the dice, because immediately I noticed you can just hit the dice unlimited amounts of times, and then I realized everyone else in the game has like probably been way over that a long time ago.
Oh yeah, you slap the dice for good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. There's a lot of it's like playing with someone new is also making me realize how many like weird little traditions and like community things that or like little traditions and customs that the community came up with that are so common on random servers. Like if you're playing with someone experienced, they'll just do it out of muscle memory, and I forget that they're like not a part of. They're not like strictly speaking necessary for the game, but they are culturally speaking vital for the game.
Like dwarven folklore.
Right, exactly. I mean, the Dwarf Fortress community also has those things as well, of course.
Yeah.
That's just a dwarven tradition.
And it's these sort of traditions that unite us dwarves, and in fact, again, in 2024, unite us so strongly that we're coming together for #DwarvesUnite, which is our effort spearheaded by Kitfox Games and Ghost Ship Games to get dwarven games with their own tag on Steam, because it's been too dang long that the little guys have gone unrecognized. So given all our hard work, we want to make it so that anyone can go on Steam and hit the Dwarves tag and see games like Dwarf Fortress and see games like Deep Rock Galactic and all the other games that honor and celebrate Dwarven tradition in this great gaming universe. So, if you are tuning into the stream, if you like what you're seeing, if you consider yourself a dwarf yourself, if you consider yourself in solidarity with miners and dwarves all across the world, spam Dwarves Unite, email Steam and say, hey guys, dwarf tags, where are they? Because, you know, someone's got to do something about it. And this year, it's us. We're doing it.
Oops. I'm out of ammo in my primary gun. How do I get more of that?
I think I called the resupply up here. Yeah.
Yep. So walk up to one of these cubes and hold E. And then you'll... yeah.
Now, I know that, like, obviously as very, like, popular and famous people in the industry, we have connections to Steam. Because we have games on Steam, and then also because we, let's be honest, we make Steam a lot of money between the two of us.
This is true.
So we have contacts at Steam. So to say that this is just people have said, is this a joke? And
Yeah.
I said, no, not really, because we are actually doing something about it, and we are making progress. We can't
Yeah.
really say right now exactly what's going on due to, you know, the laws, but I think that we'll hopefully have some good news once we have something to share.
Yeah. That's a good point, Alexandra. I would like to clarify that this is not a joke. We are having fun with it, but that's a very important difference, that we're having... It's a serious project that we are having fun with.
That's right.
That's sort of the GSG mantra. Harvinator 2K over in Twitch says, I'm 6'4", but I consider myself an honorary dwarf. First of all, height flex. Fair enough, man. Go for it. Second of all, it just goes to show that dwarven solidarity is something that transcends height. It is intersectional when it comes to your own stature, and it's something about it's about the beard inside and your attitude when it comes to mining, when it comes to forging, when it comes to singing songs, what you do when you see a big gold nugget. So to all you out there, no matter how tall you are, no matter how dwarven you consider yourself, you can join the movement. You can be part of #Dwarves Unite. And in many, many years, when we're sitting in the climate refugee camps and refiltering our own urine for drinking water, you can sit your grandchildren on your knee and you can say, back when the world had grass, I helped Steam get a dwarf's tag. Astrapan says, I feel a bit embarrassed as a fellow dwarf, but what is this Dwarf Fortress game about? I've never heard of it, but it sounds interesting. Oh, Alexandra, time to do your pitch. What do we got here?
So Dwarf Fortress is the premier colony sim that's ever existed. It's a Digonist game. It's a fort building game. It's a crafting game. It's an exploring game. You control a colony of dwarves and you build a fort, and anything and everything does happen. You know, it's all procedurally generated. Each dwarf has their own personality right down to their eyelid. And it's a ton of fun, but it's also something that you can just dive into for hours and hours and hours and never get bored of.
I think one thing too that you pointed out last stream that I didn't really think about before was how big of an influence it's had over just like so many different genres of games, like even like Minecraft and I don't know, like as sort of it's sort of it being the connecting node between really huge parts of both tabletop and digital gaming.
Oh yes, and something I didn't mention last time, but it's sort of like a nice little flex we like to throw out. Did you know that Dwarf Fortress is in the MoMA?
What?
The Museum of Modern Art.
Wait, is that true?
It is true.
That's fucking awesome. For
MoMA
what?
has they have sort of like an interactive media display that has several games, but Dwarf Fortress is featured prominently on the wall. There's a giant Dwarf Fortress map displayed on the wall.
Wait, I had no idea. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, if you ever make it out to New York and you go to the MoMA, look for Dwarf Fortress and
Holy shit.
Make the pilgrimage, as we say, for many years.
That's super cool. And it
is
just
very
goes,
cool.
It goes to underscore that it may be in 2024 that Dwarves Unite kicks off, but it is a tradition that has its historic roots going way, 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 way back. Decades back, indeed. So, first it's Dwarf Fortress in the MoMA. Next, it's maybe an entire wing of the museum called the Dwarves Unite Wing.
Oh, that's the dream. If anyone works at the MoMA or is a very large benefactor of the MoMA, or just wants to start being a benefactor of a museum with a little bit of cash to spare, then definitely consider proposing that. Expanding. Yeah. Maybe we should be adding Deep Rock to the collection.
Absolutely. Well, one day, and maybe Dwarves Unite, hashtag Dwarves Unite, is the stepping stone on that. I got some people in YouTube asking, who is our guest today? Our guest today, if you are just joining us, first of all, welcome to the stream. Second of all, our guest is Alexandra, the community manager over from Kitfox Games, where the folks bring in Dwarf Fortress to Steam. And she is joining us in what is a groundbreaking, magnificent, and honestly breathtaking joint effort between the Ghost Ship Games crew and the Kitfox Games crew, which is to get Dwarves ratified as a tag on Steam. So, we're here this day, and last week Alexandra was showing us the ropes in Dwarf Fortress, and today we're continuing the Dwarven heritage, but we're hosting this time. So, she's here, and we are bringing her down into the mines. We're shooting bugs. We're drinking beers. We're rich.
We are quite rich, I think. After that, that was great. I did die once, but
that's fine. That is no problem. Dying is part of it, and ultimately, what's the biggest part is getting back up.
Someone did mention that you can imagine going to the MoMA and playing Dwarf Fortress, but it is funny because I don't know if it still works, but there was a station, like an actual demo station, that you could play the game as well. And I'm not talking about the Steam version. I'm talking about the classic ASCII art version. So I would just die to just sit and watch random people go up to that machine and try to play that game, because there is no way. There's no way.
That's so funny, having a demo station for one of the steepest learning curves in gaming history.
It's like it's like a Dwarven Fortress arcade machine. One of its kind.
Right.
Just imagining a wealthy 65-year-old woman from from Queens coming there and trying to play that for the first time.
That's how she started out on a 2,200 hours of Dwarven Fortress.
Robert, what is this game? What is this? How do I play it? Dwarf Fortress? What?
That's how they get you.
Is this a video game?
The Registrum over in Twitch has a good idea. It says should do a Dwarves Unite bundle on Steam featuring dwarf games. That would be huge. That would be
huge.
Once we get the tag, because it's a win, it's not an if. When we get it, we can celebrate with a Dwarven Games bundle.
And we also had someone sent us that huge list of dwarf games that someone had already curated on Steam, and I think we should also share that out to folks, especially after the tag is done, so that way they can add the tag to their games as well, and then other people can find them.
Exactly. Somebody asked also, does Alexandra know about double dipping? And that's a Deep Rock Galactic term for taking 2 resupplies, which is a social faux pas.
You're not supposed to.
Well, I mean, if you're playing with 4 people, no, because it's 4 people and there's 4 resupplies. Oh,
1 point for me. Yeah, the whole the double dipping is it's something. If you want more than one piece of the resupply, it's something you're given. It's not something you pick.
Ah, I see. Because it's sort of like 1 each, and then.
Yeah, it's like if you order a pizza with 3 friends and you take more than 1/4 of the pizza, without first asking, "Hey, does anyone want their slices?" Exact same principle.
That makes sense.
And actually, the idea, sort of a funny bit of trivia, the idea of sharing pizzas was actually invented by this game once people were sort of able to see that metaphor. But before that, everyone just had to get their own personal pan pizzas. We actually got a class action lawsuit from Devani's, Little Caesars, and Pizza Hut for cutting into their
Probably
profits.
all of Italy, right? Like literally the country of Italy probably sued you for that.
Yeah, yeah. But Ghost Ship Games versus the Italian National Court. Although actually, the European style generally is personal pizzas. Like the same in Denmark as well. Where like if you get takeaway pizza, it's like maybe I guess converting to US dollars like. Yeah, 10, 11 bucks, and then you get just a pizza that's like the right size for a meal for a grown adult. But it's not so much like the US. I'm used to, you know, you split a big ass pizza with a couple friends. That's not so common here.
Interesting.
We used to have Domino's here, but then Domino's Denmark, I should say, goes through this like Greek tragic hero's journey where they launch in Denmark and then they go out of business in like a year, and then somebody buys it and then they relaunch and they do a big ad campaign where they're like, hey, we're back and we're gonna do better this time, and then it goes okay for a year and then it happens. But it's the cycle. So right now Domino's is taking a little rest, but I know they'll be back. One of the times I think they got in trouble for using horse meat.
Wasn't that IKEA?
What is going on in Denmark? Oh my goodness.
Oh right, that may have been IKEA. But Domino's did get in trouble for a meat scandal.
Oh my gosh.
And if you have a punk band and you don't know what name you're going to call it, you're welcome to use Meat Scandal.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep.
Or what about just like Domino's Denmark? Because that's if they're not in operation, it's the copyright's free to take. I assume.
It's free real estate.
They're not using it.
That's free real estate.
Got an arrow cube here.
Oh. What's that for, Jacob?
Who knows?
Who's to say? Matthias Nilsson over on YouTube says, hi, I love your game. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Matthias. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you for your kind words. We're glad you like the game. And, Matthias, I hope you're listening, because, brother, I got some words to share with you. If you're liking this game, and you love the Dwarven mindset, we need your help. Indeed, in 2024, there's an injustice in this world, and it is that Dwarves don't have their own game tag on Steam. That's right, when you log on and you want to play only Dwarven games on Steam, you can't find the dang tag that shows them to you. But that's why Ghost Ship Games is joining forces with Kitfox, and we are... Whoa, what'd you find, Jacob?
I think it's unnumbered dice. Die. Wait, I dropped it.
Die. Yeah, I see a number of people, Roman and UTC19 and YouTube, outraged at the fact that there's no dwarf tag on Steam. That's right, and that's what we're looking to change this year. We are, by the end of this year, mark my dang words, we're going to have dwarves as a tag on Steam. And when we do it, oh brother, it's going to be like the 4th of July for the little guys. It's going to be a huge moment, and we need your help to make it happen. So, tweet at Valve, start tweeting using hashtag DwarvesUnite. Spam your favorite streams if you know anyone that works at Valve, because 2 game developers sure don't. Tag them and say, hey guys, dwarf tag. What's the big deal? Where is it?
What is the grappling hook again? I see something up above that I need to get.
Oh, that's 3. No,
yes.
3. And for every class, you have obviously 1 is going to bring up your primary, 2 is going to bring up your secondary, and then did I snipe you on your on your pipeline?
Too slow.
And then 3 brings up any class's mobility tool, so everyone has something that helps them get around or traverse in some unique way, and so 3 is going to bring that up for you.
Dwarves aren't very agile creatures, so they kind of, they need all that equipment and help they can get.
Yeah, but
what
we don't have in agility, uh-oh, what happened?
I fell into the pit.
Oh, that happens.
Way down.
We just ran the stats for 2023 in-game, and the biggest cause of death in Deep Rock Galactic is fall damage, so don't feel bad. You are simply.
So there is friendly fire, right? Like I could. Oh yeah. I did see an article about that yesterday.
Yeah. Second highest one.
Yeah, it's friendly fire and then falling. Do we have a pipeline over? Oh wait, Jacob, do you want me to just give you a pipe?
Jack requested and is inbound.
A pipe for my pipe.
Hey, dog. I heard you like pipes.
Well, at least we were supposed to be here.
Oh, my dang drill's overheated.
Oh man.
I need you to blow on them. Thanks.
Oh, look at that. You just went right through the hole. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think you also drilled the. Shit. No.
Oh, there's something up there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. We got our pipeline up.
Access provided.
Literate Max over on YouTube says 2024 Year of the Dwarf tag. That's right. If you're following the lunar calendar, they'll tell you that it's the Year of the Dragon, and it may be, but on another level, it's the year of the gosh dang dwarf, and we're making it happen. That dwarf tag is coming to you, and what a sweet day it's going to be. It's going to be like 4th of July for the little guys. It's going to be the day the dwarves finally got recognized for all that they do, all that they have done, and all that they will do for gaming, for fantasy, for the Lord of the Rings franchise, for short kings everywhere. Uh-oh, we got a swarm warning, Alexandra. So
Oh, so I gotta head back?
well, you just gotta anticipate that we'll get attacked by bugs pretty soon. I'm gonna try and make my way to you so we can join forces. Oh, nice. You got in touch with Jacob over there. I can see that, so we're good.
We got the Tony Hawk Pro Skater strats going on right now.
Oh yeah. There's actually a voice line referencing that
Oh, okay.
that Jacob came up with. Nice one, Jacob.
Yeah, it's my biggest contribution.
Definitely top 5. Lord Meeple over in Twitch says, when can we expect Deep Rock Galactic Survivors? I know the Steam page mentions the first quarter, but could you give us something more specific? Oh, shoot, I accidentally wasted some ammo. Yeah, I can give you something more specific, and that is that if you go on Google and look up when is the end of quarter 1, it'll tell you the end of February. So you can put those two building blocks together and conclude that we're aiming to have it out by the end of February.
End of Q1 is the end of March, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a leak, folks.
That sounds very exciting, though.
Yeah, it's like a top-down, like roguelike survivor type situation. We had demoed it this last weekend at a Copenhagen Gaming Expo. And,
That's right. Yes. Were you there for that?
Yeah, I did 2 days there, man in the booth, which was a lot of fun. Also to connect with many eager gamers. Also, if you have a job where you stand up for 8 hours a day, you are braver than any Marine out there. So I salute you, because I did it for 1 day and I was very tired.
Oh yeah. And you don't have no cushy mats or anything. You're on usually a hard floor of a show floor.
Exactly. And in fact, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor is another game that deserves a dwarf tag. So all the more reason to get on board.
There's only going to be more and more dwarf games, especially now that, I mean, let's be honest, when game devs look at each other, they're like, okay, like, what is everyone else doing? You know, we have to look at the market, we have to understand the trends, and they're going to see what's going on here with dwarf tag, successful award-winning dwarf games. Maybe we need to get in on this.
Exactly. I mean, and also, you know, there's a lot of talk about game bloat and game sizes, people critiquing, oh, I've got a 250 gigabyte game that takes up my whole hard drive. I can't have anything else. If you want an easy trick to make your game smaller, just make your characters smaller. Just make them a little shorter.
Less polygons.
Exactly. So, all the more reason to get on the dwarf wave.
How is it raining right now? What's going on here?
Sometimes the cave is wet.
Hmm.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Sometimes cave wet.
Sometimes cave wet. Ooh, I found an artwork.
What? Okay, I'm completely lost here. Oh, it's up there. Oh, shit.
RNDM crap _ Eno or Inc.
I fell again.
That's okay, Alex. These things happen. It looks like Scout's got you. Arnie Grap on Twitch asks, "Hi, bit of a weird question, but what's the reason the drop pod tunnel forms before the pod actually lands during extraction?"
I'm thinking anticipation.
Yeah. Yep. Good save, Jakob.
Yep.
Anticipation is our answer for that one. So there you go. Harvinator 2K says the games industry needs to take the dwarf pill. That's right. We've got too much emphasis on tall characters, but it's time to recognize the short kings.
There are a lot of games about tall people specifically, and a lot of character creators where they let you be very tall.
Exactly, and I think there should be a cap on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm also thinking like I've played a lot of role-playing games, but like it's a four character party max, right? But with dwarves, you could probably fit 5 or 6 in there.
Right. You could fit way more. You could have and like we're done with parties of 4. I think that's so boring. You know, even parties of 5. But if we could get like a good party of 8 or something like that, where they're all on the screen at the same time, you might need like a really powerful computer to run it. But you know, I think it's possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Ain't no party like a dwarven party. Mark6982 on YouTube says, "The shorter the king, the taller the crown." That's motherfucking right, Mark. Well said. And to all you short kings out there, to all you dwarven allies, to all you brave miners, you dirt lovers, you mineral maniacs, 2024 Dwarves is going to be a Steam tag. You heard it here first. That's the Ghost Ship Games and Kitfox game, Garen Diggity Dang T, that we're going to make it happen. Matthias Nilsson over on YouTube says, "Every time I see someone play you guys' game, I want to play it so bad, but I can't because I'm sick." I'm not quite sure what that means, but I can tell you the cure for what ails you is a Steam tag for Dwarves on Steam. So Matthias, hashtag Dwarves Unite to you, sir. And to all you out there, for whatever ails you, a dwarf tag is a cure. Whoa, it's a ton of bugs.
Oh, where? Oh.
Alright, I'm getting somewhat swarmed by bugs, but it's okay. I'm staying chill. I'm keeping a positive attitude about it.
I have a gun. Oh no, it broke. Okay.
Oh, nice kill.
You had it. You can just freeze them up and just.
Well, yeah, but
there's
really good synergy between Gunner and Frost. Oh, Jakob got killed. Alright, let's go save Jakob.
Did you fall down the hole too? I did that.
No, I took a short jump that was supposed to be a long jump. Oh, but I found some nitrous, so it's a happy ending.
Alright, did you get it, Jakob? Oh, whoa, this is a big tall cave. Are we ready to hit the button?
Yeah, let's extract some liquid more, right?
Alright, I vote we let Alexandra do the honors of pressing the button.
Oh, where's the button?
The button is at the, if you follow the the tubes or the pipelines. RTX Phoenix says, "The only thing that ails me is the bar from the Abyss Bar." Very nice. That's joke of the day goes to you. So well done, sir or madam. Well done, partner. All right, we are up at the button. Oh, I am only. It's just me. Rocksaucebaby85 says, "I got 1,000 hours in DRG. Hope to have more in Rogue Core." I hope so too. And another thing I hope is that you'll join us in tweeting hashtag Dwarves Unite in spreading the word, raising awareness, and whatever stream you're playing, asking Dwarf Tag win, because it's too much dang time has passed. All right, let's hit it. Hit that dang button. All right, we got to pump it up. So the bugs are gonna hate this. And they're gonna come and they're gonna try to destroy these different pipelines. So in a bit, these are probably gonna spring a leak, and we gotta shoot some bugs and repair the leak, and then we keep it trucking.
Got it. One of our artists ended up making a emote the other day.
Oh yeah.
To sort of promote the Dwarven cause. And it's our follower emote, so if you follow us at Kitfox on Twitch, you can use that emote to show your support for Dwarves United. Dwarves did not fit, but we did put Dwarfs, D-O-R-F-S.
Close enough.
Which is the nickname we use. But it also means village in Swedish, I want to say? Dwarf?
Oh, that
Maybe
explains...
German?
Like Dwarf Romantic?
Yeah, that explains the name of that game. I was always like, that's not
Yeah.
dwarves in this game.
Yeah, so that's, it's sort of like a double meaning that actually works
Wait, which
for the
game?
community.
Dwarf
Dwarf Romantic?
Oh yeah. Wait, could it be? Isn't that a German game? Because I was thinking like Dusseldorf.
There's Swedish, I think, strafe on.
Oh, I've never heard that. Any Swedes in the chat? Let us know. Does
Not
dwarf?
Swedish.
Not
Oh,
Swedish.
my bad.
All right, we got GSG Johan confirmed Swede, saying not Swedish. I'm gonna guess German.
I think strafe form might be Swiss.
Swiss, that's
Al-
right. I mix them up
almost
all the
Swedish.
time. Swedish and Swiss.
Oofs says.
They're gonna
dwarfs.
hate us because we're good
Dwarf.
friends with them. They're gonna be like, "What the hell, man?"
But sorry, folks. You know why we goofed it up because we were so preoccupied with the profound injustice of not having a dwarf tag on Steam. And what sounds quite close to that is a dwarf tag. So you know what, Dwarf Romantic, you could help us too. And in solidarity, you know, there's no reason they can't join the fight as well. You know, it's a game about building little villages, and what better to put in a little village than little fellas?
Right.
I wonder if we could release a hat once we make this happen.
Ooh, a good hat. Dwarves in Dwarf Fortress actually wear all sorts of hats
Do they?
and clothing. Yeah, we're the artists are actually working on that right now because we're creating procedurally generated portraits for every dwarf.
Cool.
And the armor is also procedurally generated and has different varying levels of quality depending on how fancy it is.
Ah, cool.
So there's fancy hats, there's ripped up hats, there's basic hats.
We got all sorts of hats.
Yeah, it's kind of the Dwarven way. We even have like things like turbans and face veils for like certain cultures in different regions because the Dwarven culture is varied and different depending on what region they're from.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mad Maisel in Twitch says, anyway, came to say I love you both. Kitfox, T-Prox, and Goatfix Games Dream Team. Aw, thanks, Maisel. I hope you'll join us in tweeting hashtag Dwarves Unite and in making... Wait, hold on. Ooh, I'm going to blow this up.
Oh, yes.
Alright, you're good.
Very good.
One fun bonus about being downed, Alex, is that you can't be fully killed. So you feel free to friendly fire as much as you want in the direction of an already downed dwarf.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Mazel says, I came from Twitter, but I was the only one in chat. I forget that we streamed to Twitter.
Oh.
Must be a lonely domain over there.
I appreciate that y'all still call it Twitter, not X or anything like that.
I don't think I'll ever not call it Twitter, both because I think Elon Musk is a huge fool, but also because I don't know. I've got 15 years of muscle memory that it's Twitter.
The URL is also still Twitter.
Yeah. Well, sometimes if you share a link, it changes it to X.
X, yeah.
Sometimes.
And then you gotta switch it to XV Twitter to get the preview. Oh, it's just terrible.
Yeah. It's no good.
The state of the world. That's why at the very least, I think Steam can be like, alright, we'll throw you a pickaxe, so to speak, and give you this dwarf tag, because, come on. You guys have it hard enough as it is.
Zombie 1K over in YouTube says, "Hello, fellow developers. So I guess there's going to be no new content before Rogue Core release." Whoa, whoa, whoa! Nobody said that, Buccarino. If you go over to our Steam page, we posted a roadmap back in October. We've got our maintenance update coming in a few months, so you can definitely expect some tweaks and fixes. Nothing too crazy there. We're working on a few little goodies for the anniversary, which is coming up in the end of February. And then we've also got Season 5 coming just before Rogue Core. So, far from no new content, despite the dead game allegations being thrown around so callously on Steam comments. But no, we'll definitely, we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up. Not least among which is this inspiring campaign to get Dwarves confirmed as a tag on Steam. So if you're just joining us, folks, #Dwarves Unite. This is the year that we make Steam recognize Dwarven achievements by adding a Dwarf tag. So tag who you know, spread the word, make some noise, and we're gonna get Dwarves. We're gonna get Dwarves their fair share of the pie.
Now I'm sure that. Oh, sorry. Are we supposed to go?
Yeah, we just hit the button here.
Yeah.
About the
Supply drop has been ordered.
Great escape.
On the way.
Lighting up.
Boop. All right. Rocket launched.
Did we get anybody since last stream that knew a A-list celebrity or famous person in any regard?
Oh, great question. Yeah, to everyone in chat, I know you don't have to name the celebrity for obvious reasons, but okay, genuine real question. If you are in reasonably close contact with a famous celebrity, type 1 in the chat. Again, I'm not asking you to say who they are, because I get that has privacy issues. But if you know a famous celebrity, hit that 1 button. I'm curious.
I don't know if maybe like top tier streamers count in this regard too, but I think that we need. I mean, streamers have power, probably more so than A-list celebrities in some regard.
Holy shit! Yeah, when we were at the gaming conference thing this weekend, there were like 2 Danish YouTuber like Minecraft streamers who none of us had ever heard of, but there was genuinely like a probably 1 hour long line of like Danish 8-year-olds waiting to see them. So they have power among some people.
I shouldn't laugh about 8-year-olds. I mean, like that's Minecraft, right? It's fine. I just don't think. I think they are less powerful in the cause, but they will pad our numbers out, so to speak.
Yeah, they absolutely will. And you know, one thing that they do have going on is that they're shorter than grown adults, generally speaking.
Right.
Adults are, which means that they have something really deeply and vitally important with dwarves. So no matter.
And thanks to Minecraft, they yearn for the mine.
Right.
That's true. Children's
And they know
hands.
all the minerals. They know the different types of rocks that exist.
Yeah, kids love putting rocks in their pockets. They love throwing them at windows. They love eating them.
My kids eat them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
To help digest their food and their gizzards?
Yeah. Maybe I should consider like supplementing them with some minerals.
No. Alright, we're ready to extract. I'm hopping in my seat. Alright, so far I've seen 2 people type 1 in the chat, which is inspiring. I wonder which celebrities you know. But, you know, just keep it in mind. If you get a chance, and if the conversation turns to video games or dwarves or just generally the experience of shorter people or whatever, bring it up. Say, hey, there's this movement going on, and you could have a segment of your Wikipedia page extended to reflect your brave advocacy for this cause. So let them know if you get the chance. We'd appreciate it.
Oh, I got a new reward. Some sort of VR mask.
Oh yeah? Sick. Pop it on. Somebody in YouTube, K1J Hunter, says, can somebody go into Twitch and tell him to read some YouTube comments? Well, you got your wish. Now what?
It's just the one.
Yep. All right, cool. Back to Twitch. Time to shut that one down. Got a few people on YouTube asking, have you guys ever considered dubbing the game for other languages? We have a volunteer translation team that's coordinated through Discord, which does. Wait, hold on.
I think that's thinking about like the voice lines.
Yeah. Like we do the text translation, but as far as voice lines, no. I think that's not something that we would commit to internally. Maybe there's fan projects out there doing it, or maybe people are using some sort of AI witchcraft to make that happen. But I don't think we have the resources to commit to something like that. Also, at this point where there are thousands and thousands and thousands of voice lines, it would be a really big effort to make that happen.
Oh, I needed to get it from the season thing. That's why. Okay, now I have my VR headset. But I have to take off my cool spiked helmet.
Yeah, that's true. The spiked hat is also pretty cool. You go with, whichever look you're feeling.
Well, I know the Apple Vision Pro is coming out soon, that very expensive $3,000 headset. So this is probably the closest I'm ever going to get to something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Not that I want it, but...
Let's see. Astropan over on YouTube says, I wish I could say more in text, but in summary, thanks for making such an amazing game. And Rock and Stone, brothers. Hey, right back at you, Rock and Stone. Thanks for playing. Thanks for tuning in. And speaking of tuning in, if you are just tuning in, folks, we got an issue on our hands here in 2024. And that's that when you log on to Steam, you cannot sort your games by a dwarf tag. You can't even go into the shop and shop just for dwarven games. And that's why Kitfox Games and Ghost Ship Games are teaming up this year for hashtag Dwarves Unite. We're making it happen. We are not resting. We are we're not sleeping. We're not eating. In fact, we won't stop running constantly on treadmills until dwarves get added as a game tag on Steam. So tweet at Valve, send emails. If you've got other developers that you know in the games industry, people that work with dwarven literature, fan art, games, or whatever, get them on board. Tell them hashtag Dwarves Unite, because together, dwarves stand a little taller.
Also, those who make dwarven music, which I think is a genre in and of itself.
I think we know at least one band that makes some dwarven music. Oh man, we should email Windrose. Say, guys, Dwarves Unite. Maybe they'll help us. We can get a
Is
cameo.
Windrose like a metal band that is in Denmark?
Have you ever heard that song Diggy Diggy Hole?
Oh right, yes.
Yeah.
They made that song.
Yeah, they have their whole thing is dwarven metal, but the Diggy Diggy Hole was their big hit, which I've seen videos from their concerts where they have like mining circles. So instead of a mosh pit, people all get in a circle and they pretend to laboriously swing a pickaxe. It rocks.
No! Oh my god, I have to see this.
Yeah, no, it's super cool.
We should there must be a way we can team up and get them to do a private concert.
Yeah, we'll do a tiny desk at Ghost Ship. Just to mention Diggy Diggy Hole in the YouTube chat, just filling with Diggy Diggy Hole.
It's kind of the unofficial theme of all dwarf games, because it just so embraces the gameplay so well.
Yeah. I want to figure out their content. Just say, hey, folks, give us a little shout out.
Do they even know we exist? They must, right?
Oh yeah. I can't say a lot more about that on stream, but yes.
Okay. Okay.
I think they have people yelling Rock and Stone.
Yeah.
No, that's so cool. Oh my gosh.
I do know for sure that they're aware of Deep Rock Galactic because of fans that will reference it at concerts, and I'm sure Dwarf Fortress as well.
Oh, no doubt, for sure.
Yeah.
They have to know.
Yeah, put a feeler out on your TikTok or something and ask if they know Windrose. Actually, if we can get both of them, we'll have Mark, who's our he's our TikTok wizard, tag Windrose and get him to say, hey, Dwarves Unite win.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to be a game dev to get on board with Dwarves Unite. All you need to do is to be an ally of the Dwarven cause.
Yeah, Mark, make some TikToks. Sitting right next to.
Jakob's hungry for Tic Tacs.
The children yearn for TikToks.
They do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Lord, do they ever.
Oh, dead end.
Kai1Jhunter on YouTube asks, would you guys ever add the rammer from the board game expansion? It seems like an interesting enemy type to use. I don't. That's a strong no. That it's never going to get added to Deep Rock Galactic. The reason being that it would be sort of redundant with the Corona Shellback enemy, which is a fast armored guy that like pushes you around. The rammer and the Stingtail actually were both initially conceived as board game enemies, and we ended up adapting the Stingtail for Deep Rock Galactic, the computer game. But that was because that there wasn't really a creature that had that sort of like enemy mechanic that the Stingtail does, but we already had something that sort of does the role of the rammer. So, no, unfortunately not. Oh, Alexandra, we got something cool here.
Oh.
Check this out. We got jet boots. We have to unlock that, which is playing a Flappy Bird.
Oh, haha. It's a boot though. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it's Jetty Boot.
It's Jetty Boot.
Oh my gosh. This is like ancient technology.
Oh yeah. One must know the old magic.
Hey.
Let's see here. Wampus Thy Lampus on YouTube says, oh, hey, you did it. Hell yeah. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
E?
Can we all use them?
Yeah, we all get them.
Oh, okay.
And then now press E and then like double jump.
I don't have to press E. Just hold,
Amazing.
It,
I will probably die way less now of fall
Yeah.
damage.
No, they're huge. They're a lot of fun.
I usually just forget about them like 5 minutes later and falls my death.
Yeah, that's a classic Jakob move. Let's see here. Ooh, what was Oh, I was gonna get back to a question. Wampus Thy Lampus says, when are you guys removing those bulk detonators? Those have lost me more missions than I can remember.
Hey.
Oh, Alex got a point. Congratulations on the point, Alex.
Oh, okay.
Every time you get snatched by a leech, you get a point.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Okay, back. This question says, when are you moving those bulk detonators? They've lost me more missions than I can remember. That's going to be file under a skill issue. Sorry.
Lockite found. Access provided. Jet boots activated.
Oh, right, I'm Yeah, I already forgot.
Someone asked what I think of the game. I think it's an excellent game. It's great to play with your friends. You can play by yourself. You're digging, so that's like a main thing that I really enjoy. I like that. I thought it was gonna be like all combat all the time, but I like the moments where you're just chilling and digging. And I like the combat too, because obviously everyone can do different things, and I haven't played all the classes yet, but I'm loving it. It's a great game. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on the stream, and they're not paying me.
Hey, Alex, coincidentally, did you get those $5,000? Oh, sorry, shit, sorry, I thought my mic was away from my chin.
Yeah, well, we can talk about the bank stuff later. Yeah.
All right, oh, no worries. Flamerang says, are there any mod features you guys considered adding to the game? For example, auto run. We have sometimes. For example, with the driller, when you have the drills equipped, you see the Stingtail. You have the elevation indicator equipped. That is a that was started as a mod that we just were like, oh, that makes a ton of sense as a quality of life thing.
Wait, we need to bring Alex.
Let's see here. Somebody earlier.
Oh,
I think we forgot Alex.
Oh shit!
I think
It's
I went
okay.
the wrong way.
That's
That's
okay.
okay. They're
happens.
coming after me.
Oh shit! Okay, I'll come dig a direct hole to you. Let's see. Where's Alex? 86 meters. Check the map here. Oh shit! Meteor impact. Alright, I'm coming up to you. What was that? Oh yeah, somebody asking earlier in YouTube, I forgot who it was, but they were asking about new mission types. That's something that we are working on right now for Season 5. The mission type isn't yet like solidified enough that I can say exactly what it is, but it is one of the primary focuses of Season 5 for now, is a new mission type. And once we have some more sort of concrete details on what that looks like, believe me, I will be letting you know. All right. Where did I?
We have to go down this way?
Yeah, and,
no, up here.
Oh.
Yeah, I dug a tunnel. I dug a shortcut
sorry,
tunnel.
Okay.
This way, and then. Yeah, if you, Alex, if you pull up your terrain scanner, oh yeah, we get on this tunnel that I just dug in the world.
Oh, here, yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, down with my flare here. Bing, bing, bing. Ah, this is Spitball Infector. Nice, got him. Cool laser, Jakob.
Yeah. Doesn't come with an off switch.
Oh, Alex, another cool gunner feature or gunner technique that I like to do, especially if you're in a big room like this and fighting, is shoot them from stand at like either end of a wall and shoot them in like an X pattern, and you can like ride hop between them and like avoid bugs in the ground.
Oh.
You have to watch out for flying enemies, which can still shoot you off them, but it makes it pretty easy to like kind of cheese it and avoid getting swarmed by ground bugs. Oh, grab her. Ah, grabbers. Random Crap Inc. says, why did none of the drill pods, other than drop pod and nanite bomb dispenser, have upwards facing thrusters? Gravity. I'm just gonna, yeah. Just gonna go for gravity on that one. Don't think too hard about it. You know what you should be thinking about instead, actually, is the fact that in 2024, Steam still doesn't have Dwarves as a tag on their store. That's right, folks. If you want to exclusively play Dwarven games, or if you like some Dwarven games and you want to find more, there's no easy way to just sort games by dwarf tags. Which is why Kitfox Games and Ghost Ship Games are teaming up, and we've got community manager Alexandra joining us from Kitfox today on stream to talk about the biggest issue of the century after the introduction of Pepsi, Crystal Pepsi, which is the lack of the dwarf tag. And so we're doing Dwarves Unite, hashtag Dwarves Unite, which is our campaign to make it happen. So if you're tuning
Don't even
in,
get me started with the Crystal Pepsi, because crystal is, as we know, a type of mineral as well as anything that dwarves mine. And that's just one of many things that corporate America is doing to disincentivize dwarf lifestyle and food, really.
Yeah, they took it away from us, which is why if you work at Pepsi, you owe us.
Yeah, we need to get Pepsi on the line.
Exactly. When I call my Pepsi, I have one phone in my office that goes directly to their offices. No, I wish. But, okay, so we're adding to the list if you know celebrities, if you know game developers, if you know famous dwarven character actors, like, I don't know.
John Rhys Davies, obviously.
Yep. And now if you work at Pepsi, we need your help. We need your help to add dwarves as a tag to Steam. That's hashtag Dwarves Unite, folks. Spam it in chat, ask dwarf tag win. Make some noise, because dwarves, when dwarves stand together, they stand a little taller.
Rock and stone forever. Way ahead is blocked.
I actually once went to a panel at a convention where John Rhys Davies was talking, who is the actor who plays Gimli. For
yeah?
those who don't know. And boy, howdy, does he not have the fondest memories of that role, let me tell you.
Really?
Well, because all the prosthetic work that went into him was so painful because they had to just like attach the beard, attach the nose, all these things,
Send
and
him
it was
to
just
Turkey,
miserable.
break his legs, make him a lot shorter.
Right. I mean, it's like, when he was talking, he was just like, "Oh God, I'm gonna get all these Lord of the Rings questions," and it was not fun for me.
Wait, maybe a stupid question. Is he a fellow of conventional stature?
I think so. I think
I've
so.
heard
I
he's
think
tall. He's tall. Really tall.
Really?
Yeah.
they did the movie magic to make them. Is this an enemy? What is this?
What?
What is this dude floating
coming.
here?
Oh, that's a mineral harvester, a silicate harvester.
Oh, they're our friends.
Yeah, or they're indifferent to us. But you can ride on top of them.
Oh.
There's a trophy you get if your whole team rides on. Oh, Jacob, you just killed it.
I just wanted to look at it. I can't turn my gun off.
Oh, shit. Johnny Drop Tables on Twitch says, "How do you feel about the idea of Steam adding elves as a tag? Bucko, if you're looking to make me mad, you're getting there." Jacob, can we ban?
Yeah, definitely. That's like a first warning thing. Already.
Yep.
Gotta wait for the next topic.
Ah, bugs! Bugs! We got bug sign.
Oh.
Oh shit! I'm out of shooting stuff.
Oops, sorry, I shot you.
That's fine. I drank my milk this morning. I'm a powerful dwarf.
And your energy drink.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, no, that's a wild one. That's I can tell you, I found out. Oh, one of the things, of course, from the weekend was that the whole like conference or the whole like gaming convention was sponsored by Monster Energy, and so they were giving out monsters like on like a time schedule. And like a dog, I was immediately trained to know when and want a monster at the time interval, so I would just go there and line up. And I think I found out that I can drink 3 monsters in 4 hours, and then I start to lose my mind.
That's too much.
Yeah, no, for sure.
People love free stuff, especially at conventions. Like, if there's something free, people go ham.
Yeah. What kind of free shit does Kitfox give out? Do you have cool swag?
Yeah, we made stickers. So we had dwarf stickers from
Cool.
each of the dwarves from the cover art, and then we had Barathomite stickers, which are the little bear people from Caves of Cud. We have merch, but it's Fangamer merch, so we don't bring it ourselves to hawk at booths or anything like that. But Fangamer has a series of dwarf merch, which you can buy. You can buy a T-shirt, which is like modeled after a sort of like metal band aesthetic, which is very cool. And we have a hoodie with customizable menacing spikes, which you can attach to the hoodie.
Sick.
Yeah, very metal. We have a vinyl. We have a journaling notebook, so you can write all your fort stories in, and even like grid paper to draw your forts and things. It's
That's
neat.
really cool.
Yeah, we're quite pleased with it. But yeah, no, most people they do want free stuff, and I know at the last day of Gamescom on the Sunday there were roving bands of children who were kind of like walking from booth to booth asking for free things, and sometimes in German, which I did not understand. But they ended up stealing our mouse and mouse pad, which was great.
I was talking with some other developers so that at the games conference. Also, I think you may have gotten lost, but I dug a tunnel back down too.
I did get lost, yeah.
Yeah, here, follow my laser ping.
Bing bing. Yep.
We got a tunnel back here.
Yeah, usually if you're going up while we're not done, you're going back.
Oh, get out of the
Nope.
way.
Yeah, Molly's always in the way.
Coming back. Coming back.
All right, where's Jacob?
Down
Let
here.
me check my map. Yeah, we want to go this way. At the games conference this weekend, it was we were just exhibiting with there was a special zone for indie developers, and there were some guys that were saying that there were 2 guys just playing. Oh shit, we should get out of this little tight little tunnel. Yeah, here. Here, I'm gonna blow this. but there were
Wow.
these two indie developers that they were the only guys manning their booth, and like everyone had a little table with a computer set up with their game demo running, and they went to go get lunch, and by the time that they came back, there was a group of 7-year-olds who had just dominated the computer, had closed down the demo, and just downloaded Fortnite and were just playing Fortnite on their computer. They had to shoo them away like a pack of dogs.
Damn it, kids, get out of here! You're Fortnite.
The kids in their Fortnite.
The underrated digging game.
Mm-hmm.
Not underrated, I shouldn't say that, but most people don't think of Fortnite as a digging game.
But it is sometimes. And you know what it has in the name is Fort, which reminds me of one of my easily top 3 games with Fort in the name, which is Dwarf Fortress. And folks, if you're just tuning in, the new voice today on stream is Alexandra. She is the community manager at Kitfox Games. They're the ones bringing Dwarf Fortress to Steam. And she's here because Kitfox Games and Ghost Ship Games are teaming up. We are joining our strong, stout dwarven hands together to get dwarves ratified as a tag on Steam in 2024. So it's hashtag Dwarves Unite this year. We're making it happen once and for all. So if you want to join us, start tweeting it at whoa, that's a grenade. Start tweeting it on Steam. Let everyone know. If you're a Twitch watcher, start asking in your favorite Twitch chats, hey, how come it's 2024 and there's still no dwarf tag on Steam?
Great question to ask anyone you really run into.
Huge, yeah.
Ask your mom, ask your mailman, or ask the police officer on the street.
Yeah, if they get pulled over and they're like, hey, you're swerving a lot and your eyes are super red and I need you to step out of the car, and do you have a license for that firearm? You need to you can deflect and say, oh, I'm gonna die from fall damage. Just kidding.
It's a weird thing
but
to
again,
That would be a weird thing to say to a cop, yeah.
Yeah, but no, you can tell them, hey, it's 2024. I was driving really fast because I was worked up about there not being a dwarf tag. And because it's Thursday, that's the day that we give out unsolicited legal advice. I can guarantee you they'll understand. Legal disclaimer. Do not get pulled over by a police officer and tell them that it's 2024 and try to get them to join hashtag Dwarves Unite. This may result in your arrest. Ghost Ship Games, Kitfox Games take no legal responsibility for arrest in this case of promoting hashtag Dwarves Unite.
Yeah, definitely try to operate your vehicles safely while thinking about Dwarves Unite. I know sometimes for me, when I'm driving and I think about Dwarves Unite, I get worked up. But then it's I put on a Diggy Diggy Hole or the Dwarf Fortress soundtrack or the Deep Rock Galactic soundtrack, and I feel a little bit more secure and safe that I can operate the motor vehicle safely.
Yeah. And that's a great coping mechanism. Mine personally is to drink 6 to 7 Miller High Lifes, but Alexandra actually inspired me to change my ways. And that, folks, is the power of Dwarves Unite. That's what happens when dwarves put their minds together and come together for a higher power, for a greater cause. So that's hashtag Dwarves Unite. Put it on Twitch. Again, go over to Kitfox, and if you follow them, you'll be able to use their Dwarfs emote that they made specifically for this cause. Spam it everywhere. Let your cousin know. Tell your uncle who's an executive at the Pepsi company. Tell Sam Rockwell. Talk to Henry Cavill. Tweet at Steam. Take a flight to Seattle and say, hey, Valve, what gives? Because we're going to make it happen.
Someone did ask before, but if we have contacted Steam yet, and I don't want to give too much away, of our plans, but we have contacts, so that's all I'll say for now. But don't think that we're not actually doing something about it. We're not just sitting around and complaining like a lot of people do on the internet.
Yeah, we're not just sitting around playing computer games or some shit like that.
We're actually getting stuff done behind the scenes. We're not just, playing video games and dwarf games. It's not always about games. Sometimes you have to work.
It's true. And that's what dwarves know better than anyone.
I pressed the button if that was okay. If it's not, great. I'm sorry.
Traditional dwarf etiquette, if you're playing with randos, is to type R ? In the chat to ask if everyone's ready to call it. But because we're playing together and because Jacob and I are extremely cracked, because we're so sweaty, because we're the most ferocious gamers to ever do it, it's completely fine. Also, another trick is I can drill us directly there using my handy dandy drills. Muramasa says dwarf maxing is real. Take dwarf maxing pill. Absolutely correct. There's no maxing like dwarf maxing, and there's no pill like the short
Oh,
little
look out,
dwarf
grenade.
pill. Uh-oh, that's fine.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
TJZ 2022 says Darktide OST works with DRG. Ooh, I've never tried that actually. I've played sometimes with the Doom soundtrack mod, and that one is confirmed to go crazy. But I haven't tried a Darktide. But Darktide soundtrack, really good one. Also produced by a fellow Dane. Shout out to Jesper Kuhl. Great work, Jesper. You knocked it out of the park with that one. He's also the guy that worked on a ton of Assassin's Creed soundtracks.
And Hitman too.
And Hitman. Yeah, that was like his start. Or like one of his first big ones. I watched a DA documentary the other week on Danish gaming history. And he was one of the talking heads. Deep Rock gets mentioned as well, but they get like snuffed at the end because they're like, and then there's a new generation of games, and then they show Deep Rock Galactic, and then they're
Not enough
then
to
it's
say
over.
yet.
Yeah, I think it came out in like 2018 or 19, so Deep Rock at that point was like early access.
They gotta update that. They gotta reshoot that whole segment now to update it.
Well, Alexandra, I'm glad you mentioned that because you know the type of historic event that might be the perfect cause to get them to update that is studios like Kitfox and Ghost Ship Games championing a social cause such as Dwarves Unite.
Although we aren't Danish, we don't want to take the thunder away from anyone, but we could be like honorary Danes in the cause of this specific issue, I suppose.
Dwarven solidarity transcends borders. And maybe you could get a Canadian Film Board documentary as well.
Oh, those are so easy to get, let's be honest, because the Canadian Media Fund wants more Canadian stuff.
Good heavens, they are handing out the loonies to get anyone to make a film over there.
You do have to report back to them for the rest of your entire life, but they will give you the money.
And they'll let you sample it. Shout out Boards of Canada, one of my favorite bands.
Ah.
So good, although they're Irish, but just goes to show. Found borderless.
Right.
Freeze_ing says, question. Hello, I don't know if the question was already asked, but can we have an idea of when DRG Survivor will release? Yeah, not gonna fall for that one again. I'm just goofing around. Q1, end of Q1 is now what I have learned to say. And I learned today that it doesn't end when I thought it ends. So every day is a school day.
We leak stuff all the time on our stream too. It's kind of a meme.
Yeah,
Arn
and
will go on a stream and then he'll be like, "Oh, and we're working on this new thing," and people are like, "What?" But they don't say anything and they just move along and they're like,
And you know what? We can always just write it off as marketing. The Let's Make show over on YouTube says, I will never stop telling you how much I love this game. Well, I will never stop telling you how much I love your kind words. Rock and stone to you, you brave miner. I hope you'll join us this year in #Dwarves Unite when we campaign Steam to bring back Dwarves as the premier tag, one of the leading tags, I dare say, on the game's platform.
I didn't die that time. I'm very proud of myself.
Alex,
Good job.
great work.
That was not a liability.
You were a credit, in fact, to our team.
Aw.
Jerorian Fitz says, cheers from Canada. Hey, you've got a neighbor online, Alex.
Hey, fellow Canadians. It's very early for us, isn't it?
Yeah, what time is it for you, Alex?
It is 8:30.
Oh, you are doing some early morning gaming.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You started gaming at 7. I respect that.
I did start gaming at 7.
Wow.
You know, what can I say? It's sometimes you gotta rise and grind a little bit early to sync up with our Danish folks, you know?
So if anyone ever says that working in the gaming industry isn't the hardest job ever known to human beings, sometimes you have to wake up kind of early to play computer games. So just think about that.
I'm not gonna complain, that's for sure.
Ninja Toe says, how are dwarves made? That's something we'll take in the next campaign in 2025. Thanks for asking, though.
One question at a time.
Actually, I'm going to update via spores. they use spores. Oh man, Spore was such a fun game.
I like Spore.
Hey, we got a friend joining. Cute.
Oh, look at that! I got some gun skins. This is very exciting.
Oh, you getting that dwarven drip going on?
Yeah, this is great. This is where the game really unlocks, I think, right? Is when you get the customizing options.
That's a huge part, and then eventually you get, so there's like the weapon upgrade tree, but then you can get overclocks, which are sort of like apply. Some of them just are like pretty straightforward, like just give you a little extra ammo or a little bit of damage or something like that. But some like completely change the way the weapon behaves. So you'll get something that just like, I don't know. For example, you can get a rocket launcher, but then when you get an overclock, it makes it so that instead of exploding on impact, the rockets like bury in the ground to become mines. So you can like just spam mines or something like that, or you can make your minigun like light people on fire when you're like up point blank. You can do a bunch of cool stuff with it. So I would say it's the equivalent of like sort of, you know, in most games like with rarity tiers, like the legendary weapons have some like special property. It's sort of like getting to that tier.
And now I have all this money to buy things.
Now you've got all this motherfucking cash. But you know, there's one thing in this world, folks, that you can't buy with money. And that's a Dwarves tag on Steam. Because believe me, we've tried. And it's something that the community has to come together for. So,
how much money did you try bribing Steam with?
$14?
Yeah.
That's what I had.
Hmm.
I don't know. I couldn't think of like a bigger number. Man, actually, that reminds me of one of my favorite games I used to play when I was like one of my favorite high school jobs was being a lifeguard, and like you would do half an hour guard in the pool and then half an hour working like the snack counter. And my like absolute favorite thing to pass the time when I was working at the snack counter, if I was like bored and it was a slow day, would just be like asking the kids what they thought the biggest number in the world was, and then just arguing with them about it. So fun. You just get a kid to be like 600. You just like, you know what? We're gonna commit 700's the biggest. That was a fun one. Good mini game.
And this was way before Dwarves United, or else I would assume you would have asked them about supporting the Dwarf tag on Steam as well.
Oh, believe me. This was when the idea of moving to Denmark and working for Ghost Ship Games was but a twinkle in my eye. And when I was but a 17-year-old lad, tanning by a pool and selling ice cream sandwiches.
I want 3 stars. How come I don't have 3 stars?
You gotta grind for the stars. That those are promotions. So you go to bronze, silver, gold, and then what is it? Platinum, diamond, and then one that's just like red.
Yeah, I don't think we've designated the last ones.
Do we have names?
I think the community just named the last. I know we discussed it a lot at the office.
What did they name the red one? I've never known. To be honest, I've sort of been too shy to ask at work because I figured it was like I should know. Alright, no answer.
I actually don't know.
It's a mystery.
You don't know, Jacob?
No. I actually don't think we named it anything. But we discussed it a lot. I mean, the first ones are bronze, silver, and gold, but maybe it's platinum. That's
It's the Ghost Ship Game tagline. We didn't end up doing anything about it, but we did talk about it.
Many discussions were had.
It was discussed.
Unfortunately, there's just too many things to worry about these days that it's hard to prioritize.
And speaking of disgust, one thing that makes me disgusted is when I think that it's 2024 and there isn't a dwarf tag on Steam. So, folks, if you're there, hashtag Dwarves Unite is the celebrity cause of the century. It's 2024. It's high time that dwarves get their fair share and get their game tag on Steam. So we hope you'll join us. Start spamming Twitch chat, say, hey, dwarf tags win. And raise awareness, because we're going to make it happen this year. We're going to make it so any man, woman, and child across the world can go log on Steam and find their dwarf tags that they deserve to find, and play all the games about our favorite little fellas. I'm gonna pop a flare up here. Boop.
Oh, there's lots of dudes.
Sounds like my high school birthday parties.
What are these plants that look like Muppets?
Which guys?
You can pet
They're
them.
like a.
Oh, press
Oh. Very cute. It's giving Muppet vibes. I don't know why.
E. Yeah, it looks like a little hand puppet.
Yeah.
They are called breathers.
Mouth
Kinda
breathers.
Yeah, we named them after fans.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding, folks. We're just having fun here. They kind of look like Mick Foley's sock from wrestling. Was it Sacco? I think it was Sacco.
Wrestling is not my territory, but I know that there's a lot of connections between the gaming world and the wrestling world.
There's so much. Wrestling is extremely my territory, and there are so many crossovers. I think also like a lot of people that aren't necessarily wrestling fans assume that like wrestling fans it has sort of like a white trash reputation. I would say it's mostly like board game nerds and gaming nerds that are the type of people that are really into wrestling.
Yeah, that's been my experience too. It's just like it's just like a bunch of nerdy people who and really it's cosplay, it's theatrics, it's building it's role playing games and it's all that sort of stuff.
It's like a drag show with a fight scene. It rocks. I run an indie pro wrestling promotion in Copenhagen. It's a ton of fun to put on.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah, I'm the ring announcer for it.
No, do the ring voice. Do the ring voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 93 kilograms, representing Copenhagen, Denmark, your defending heavyweight title champion, something like that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Oh, I'm getting swarmed by bugs.
Oh no, this is not. We're dead here.
Yeah, well, you're dead. I've got a zipline. Oh, just kidding. I'm dying due to fall damage. Okay, yeah, this is one of an area where, let me try and support you from the top. One area where Gunnar can get in trouble is being in a pit. Is a tough place for Gunnar to be. You're gonna need to make like a sort of a zigzaggy pattern upwards to get out of it.
Because I don't want to step in this green stuff, right?
Oh, that's my green stuff. It should be fine.
Oh,
that's friendly goo. FZ Burris says, I need your voice for our Pinball League Championship belt matches that are wrestling inspired. You know what? Email me at aaron@ghostship.dk and I'll see what I can do, because damn, that sounds like a great pitch.
announcing a pinball league would be pretty spectacular.
That's the sort of thing I would be glad to lend my talents to.
I'm sorry, I fell in the pit and died again.
That's okay. Sometimes.
Well, I never really left the pit. I was just born here.
You merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it. Raised by it. Alright, oh, but there is a actual... I'll give you some more credit here, Alexandra, is that you found one of the objectives. So, you're not just dying in the pit, you're dying for a cause in the pit.
Missing legs, though. That's what I had when I fell down here.
Yeah, you're doing it to raise awareness.
What kind of thing might you be raising awareness about, Jakob?
I mean, one thing could be the objective, but...
Yeah?
How about the dwarf tag?
Oh, what about the dwarf tag? What's going? Actually, nobody. I don't think I've heard about that, Jakob. What's going on there?
I'm trying to play a video game here. Yeah.
All right, I'll give you a hand. The tag that Jacob's referring to is actually something that I've forgotten to mention this entire stream, and that is, folks, the premier social issue of 2022. I will do it like a movie trailer this time. The year is 2022. Steam, the leading gaming platform for PC gamers, still doesn't have a dwarf tag. But two cops team up back to back to make it happen. This summer, Kitfox Games and Ghost Ship Games present Dwarves United. When little guys stand together, they stand a little taller. That's right, folks. It's Dwarves United. It's hashtag Dwarves United. Get on a Twitch stream, ask Dwarf Tag Win. Dwarf Tag Win. Ping Valve and Steam on Twitch. Say, hey, Dwarf Tag Win. Let them know. Use the hashtag. Spread the dang word. And we are going to get these little guys the credits they deserve. We're doing it for dwarves everywhere. If you are big or small, short or tall, you're a dwarf. If you're tuning in right now, we need your help. And we need it. We need it today.
Oh, these platforms are very helpful.
Yeah, Engineer has a really great abilities with that. They are, you can do a lot with it. They're really, it's nice with Scout. Oh, somebody was ping. Whoa, there's a guy way up there. What's that Bomber doing?
And this is just walking around up there.
Holy shit, how's he 80 meters up there? Get down from the roof there.
There we go.
Dang old menace. I got a dang old glyphid menace hanging up in the drop pod hole.
Is this another thing we need here? This green guy on the wall?
Which guy? Let me come down to you. Where are you at?
This thing?
Oh, that's our little friend. He's the little mini mule that we just prepared. So it's just kind of chilling doing its thing, but we need to find.
Oh, I see.
Oh, actually,
okay.
we got. So now comes the second part of the mission where we've repaired one of those, and then we need to send them to like the uplink, which is where they go back and they get collected into the drop pod, and then we. This guy says R, I say R, and then we defend it for a few minutes. There's like a zone defense phase of the mission
I see.
where we have to
Okay.
prevent ourselves from getting mortared while we boot up our computers.
We just need one more cap.
Oh, but I got him. I got him in my little dwarven pockets.
Oh, perfect.
Shoop.
Now finish the job.
Wow.
The mules are heading back. Follow them and let's get that drop pod fixed. Remember, you can always deposit on the side of the drop pod.
Jallycon says, what's your favorite type of mission to play? I like the pipeline ones, the ones that we did earlier where you build the defend an objective. For me, that's my jam. But in a more holistic sense, my favorite mission is the mission to get Steam to recognize dwarves with their own tag. So I'm going to do another quick little plug here for hashtag Dwarves Unite. Use the tag, ask Steam, ask Valve, ask Pepsi Cola and Sam Rockwell, and the few people in the chat that said they know a celebrity, ask them as well. How come no dwarf tag? What's going on? What's the big deal?
Right as I was putting all those emotes in chat, I died. This was not good timing on my part.
Well, it was a sacrifice. And
It was for the cause.
It was for the cause. And it just goes to show that there's no links. You just put down your life for the cause, which is leading by example, Alexandra. So don't apologize. It was very brave.
Ah.
But if you're in Twitch and you see... Wait, hold on. I'm going to put my life on the cause potentially to pin that message. Cool. If you see this sweet emote that we've pinned in the chat and you want that too, go follow Kitfox Games on Twitch, because we're joining forces with them in 2024 to make sure that Steam recognizes dwarves in all their glory, in all their beautiful short stature, their power, their might, their craftsmanship, their ingenuity, their unflagging work ethic. They need recognition, and we're going to make it happen. That's hashtag Dwarves Unite, folks.
And it is a follower emote, so you don't have to subscribe or anything like that. It's don't subscribe to us. Really, that's silly. But Steam, Twitch is in such a way that these are how they have them set up for emotes and things. But yeah, no, we need the emotes. You can use that in other people's chat. Let them know, especially if they're playing Dwarf Fortress or Deep Rock Galactic. They will absolutely know what that means.
Yeah. We're gonna make it happen. We are gonna freaking make it happen. Mark my words.
Oh no, that pod just went on top of that plant that was a friend.
Ah, what? Shit.
Was that deliberate?
Well, maybe.
Oh.
Shit. Damn, rest in peace. A lot of fans call those plants the Pog plant because they're kind of doing the Pog face. Rest in peace, Pog Plant. Can I get an F in the chat for the Pog Plant?
Yeah, he was. I think I petted that one too. It was a little sad.
Yeah, I know. Well, at least you ensured that his final moments were a little brighter. And a lot of people, when you talk about the psychological studies of the effects of grief, counselors and therapists will recommend sort of putting your grief and these difficult emotions towards something productive as a way of coping. So if you're out there in the chat and you are mourning the loss of the beautiful Pog Plant, which was taken from us, I can recommend putting your grief towards something productive, and that's spreading around hashtag Dwarves Unite on social media. That's tagging Steam. That's asking Dwarf Tag win and making it happen.
I think,
folks,
I think it's what little Poggers would have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I actually heard the little Pog Plant discussing moments before tragedy struck that I said, "Wow, I would die a happy plant if only you beautiful dwarves were recognized on Steam."
Yeah,
So
I definitely heard like a tiny sweet voice.
Yeah.
Echoing.
Oh.
that said, "Don't let this be in vain.
Yeah.
Make Steam recognize you dwarves.
Do it for the tag.
Do it for the tag, folks. Hashtag Dwarves United. It's the premier social cause of 2024. Are we ready to kick this bad boy into action?
Yeah.
All right.
I hang my axes here.
Bah! Bah! All right.
Stay close to keep them operational. We're expecting an increase.
The Let's Make Show on YouTube says, back in Mayday, Pog was a paper coin. We've got a millennial alert. Repeat, millennial alert. Or maybe even a young Gen Xer.
They weren't always paper. What about the slammers, baby? They were not paper.
Fact
You could not
checked.
slam with paper. I was a pog owning little young woman one day on the playground, and they came and went.
How long were Pogs in vogue?
Not
'Cause
long.
I'm of the age where like my older cousins had them, but I was not like I myself was not Pog enabled.
Well, and the teachers didn't like them, right? Because you're kind of like slamming around metal pieces of metal, like I guess they saw it as dangerous. And we also weren't allowed to have Pokemon cards either, because that was gambling. Or marbles.
What on earth? Did you go to a Christian school or a jail?
A little bit of both.
Okay. Cool.
Everything was the devil, it's just... The devil works in mysterious ways.
He sure does. I had some family friends who, growing up, weren't allowed to read Harry Potter because it was witchcraft.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Which, I mean, if the parents could have just said it was an overrated book, I would have made peace with that. But nope, they had to do the weird reason.
And what they should have done is been like, well, there's other books to read, such as Dwarven literature,
I am
that have no magic in it.
Well, only the magic that inspires human spirit when you digest a compelling narrative. But that is such a good point, and it's so important you bring that up, Alex, because Dwarven literature, in fact, is arguably what Dwarven games like Dwarf Fortress or Deep Rock Galactic owe much of their creative inspiration to. So, if you are a Dwarven literature enjoyer, it's all the more reason to join us in 2024 for hashtag Dwarves Unite to make Steam recognize Dwarven achievements, Dwarven excellence, with the Dwarfs game tag on Steam, the famous PC gaming platform. So, for one good time, folks, that's hashtag Dwarves Unite. Make it happen. Join us. Join arms. Lift the pickaxe with us, and we'll all be richer for it. I keep forgetting I have pheromone grenades.
Oh my god, so many bugs.
FZ says, what are some examples of must-read Dwarven literature? Alright, I'm not like a huge fantasy guy, so maybe, Jacob, I feel like you probably read the most fantasy, or, I don't know, Alexandra, what your fantasy reading levels are like. Jacob, can you recommend any good Dwarven literature?
Not Dwarven, no. definitely an area I think is lacking.
It's underrated for sure, but I'm gonna throw out one, or at least anything by Terry Pratchett.
Yeah.
He does an excellent job with dwarves, and dwarven characters that are complex and interesting.
Cool. Wait, when I think Terry Pratchett, I think Monty Python.
no.
Is that the same guy? Or?
That's Terry Gilliam.
Yeah.
All right. Uh-oh. Hold on, we got a rescue mission.
Oh yeah, I fell in the pit again. I thought for sure I was gonna go deathless, but here we are. There's a really good... He does graphic novels too, so if you don't want to read, like, words, and you want to see some pictures and beautiful art, that's also there.
Cool. Wait, what's Terry Pratchett's like most known title? Because the name's familiar, but I'm like blanking on.
The Discworld universe.
Discworld universe.
He did something with Neil Gaiman, Good Omens.
Oh, okay.
That's right,
Also a
and
TV
that's
show.
very popular right now. The show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die again. I never made it out.
Oh
of that. Yeah.
No!
Shit. All right, Alex. This is
Okay.
this is a mea culpa on behalf of Ghost Ship Games. Is that we left a dwarf behind, and one of the most any dwarf, any seasoned employee of the Deep Rock Galactic Corporation knows that there's no
Oh
dwarf
no, I'm
left behind.
humbling.
Yeah, well, yeah, though your character's got a headache. And folks, the reason I'm gonna so this is a mea culpa. This is our bad. We failed our fellow dwarf. But where we won't fail our fellow dwarves is in coming together for hashtag Dwarves United. And,
That was definitely my bad. You said the gunner doesn't like the pit, and what did I do? I ended up back in the pit again.
Sometimes you shouldn't smoke that shit. Now my ass is in the pit, and these things happen. And as a gunner main, I know the feeling of every once in a while you're in the pit when you don't want to be in the pit.
Oh, I'm in the infirmary and everything. Oh dear.
Well, I'll show you a cool thing about the space rig. Where's Alex at? Oh, your character's wearing a hospital gown now.
Get these cool boxers. I got the ones with the horse.
Oh.
Wait, can you see your own character?
How do I do that?
Wait, here, come to the dance floor.
Oh my god.
All right, here, check us out. Follow my scout. I'll show you a cool feature of the space rig. So there's a lot of the space rig that you can just kind of go and explore. Some of it's like doesn't have a lot going on. Some of it has cool little tricks. I'll go up here, and I go around. Where is it? Oh, yep, up this little walkway here. And then we get this little machine here. Go over here and press E.
Hold on to your butts. Commencing
Oh.
frequency calibration.
Hold on to your butts.
Ah, my butt!
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So it fucks around with gravity for a little bit. E.
See, and they say dwarves don't like to have fun.
But dwarves, much like girls, just want to have fun.
When's the remix of that coming out?
We're talking about someone tag Windrose.
Yes, yes. Oh, there's a little origami or something going on? Little things.
Oh yeah, that was the story behind the paper crow. Is there was a patch note one time where we had a cosmetic item called a paper crown, and we mentioned the paper crown in the patch notes, but spelled it wrong, so we said paper crow, and everyone was dunking on us in the comments. So we added a paper crow instead of fixing the typo, so we weren't wrong.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I wish I could earn money doing this.
Jakob, do we call it for today, or do we go once more into the breach?
We can diggy one last hole.
All right.
That's the stuff.
Oh, there's a movie.
A movie?
What is this?
What?
Projection screen with numbers on it.
Oh yeah, that's the Dwarven soccer set.
Oh.
Yeah, these are both goals, and then you can set them up wherever you want, and then you can bring the ball And then where's the? Oh yeah, sweet. Oh yeah, here. I'll drop one down. That if you drop that at one end of the drop pod there, or the energy beam thing, and then over on the other end, we got the here, and then we go grab the ball. Ooh, somebody says very fun in the Memorial Hall. I've actually never tried that one. Check this out. And then there's the ball here. And then you can press E to kick. Wait. Oh yeah, you pardon me, mouse click to kick it. Whoa!
I don't know if dwarves are considered the best footballistas in the world, but
No, that's
you know.
true. The range is limited. I think generally. Let's see, if dwarves had to compete in the Olympics, what would you put them in?
Shot put?
Yeah, I was gonna. Shot put was my thought as well. Or
Because I
shot
know
put-
them be like, you know, big beefy boys and ladies doing those.
Yeah, I was gonna say shot put or like powerlifting.
What about power walking?
Yeah, that could actually. What was it? The shoot, was it the 1977 Toronto Olympics there? Was that the?
Oh gosh.
There's that like the cool Olympic Tower, right? That stadium with like that cool diagonal.
Oh, that's Montreal. That's the
Oh, yeah.
Montreal. That's where
Yeah.
we are. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the 1977 Montreal Winter Olympics. I remember now like the nearby botanical gardens there. Part
Yes.
of that gardens was used in the speed walking Olympic walking course. I remember that because I one time went on a road trip there with my family when I was like 16, and one of the only facts I remember about Montreal was that one. So there you go.
I've never heard that before. Like people being like, "That's the fact of Montreal." I know is that the Botanical Gardens was the speed walking track.
Well, it was. I remember because that was the first time I found out about Olympic walking, and I thought it was such like an absurd idea that it just stuck with me.
Oh yeah, and if you haven't seen that, anyone in chat, definitely look at a video because there's a technique, and
my
there
God.
is so much controversy because some people walk too fast.
It's such a fun. Like running makes sense. It's just like, hey, if you're great at running, you know, the faster you go. But walking is such a funny one to be like, you got to walk really fast. Oh, but that's too fast. Really good. Oh, all right. My dumbass has already procced a lot of fall
You
damage.
fall in the pit.
I did not learn from your mistakes, Alex. And it brings me.
I don't think they do Olympics on odd years. I think it's always even.
Well, the Paris Olympics are this year, and that's going to be a summer one, so they'll definitely be speed walking towards the Eiffel Tower or something.
Yeah,
Maybe
wait.
up the Eiffel Tower. Like a fun track.
We had what was it? Denmark held like the cross-country running championships a few years ago, and there's a museum in Jutland that's like this, basically rises out of the ground and has like a turf roof, so it's like a big artificial hill, and they incorporated the building into the course. That was pretty cool. I went there for that.
Oh. I also recommend anyone look up if they're curious about scooter racing. Have you seen that?
No.
That's something I could see dwarves doing as well, but
Do you mean
it's literally scooters, like the
Razor
two-wheelers.
scooters.
Yeah.
Like kick scooters, not
well, I think
mopeds.
they're electric for the racing. They're the electric ones because they don't like push. They just zoom.
Okay.
I actually think dwarves would be great at something like curling.
Oh yeah,
Oh
They have
yeah.
rocks in it.
that's true. They do get a natural class buff. Have you guys ever gone curling?
I have.
What do you think of curling? I'm a huge fan.
It is also a very Canadian thing as well. We're very good at our curling and when it comes to the Olympics. And I think it's fun because the ice is weird. And you can just take your shoes and slide all over it.
It's a ton of fun. I've done it twice, and it feels like bowling, but if you're doing bad, you don't bear the blame alone.
I think it was big in Denmark at some point because I think we won the Olympics or something. And like everyone wanted to start playing it. I think it's been a while. I don't think it has the same pull anymore.
I have two curling facts. One year the men's Olympic curling championship, the Canadians won, and then we discovered that one of the team members works at the LCBO, which is our Ontario government liquor store, and he has this little medal hanging up there, and you can go visit him. And you know, most curlers do have full-time jobs doing something else because the curling does not pay. The sponsorships and the money does not come in for curling.
That's pretty funny.
And then the second fact was that we got kicked out of our curling center when we were children at school because we took a field trip to the curling center in elementary school. And some people were goofing off a little, and they dropped that stone a little too hard on the ice and broke the ice.
Oh no!
And the owners got mad at us, and then we had to write an apology letter to the curling center.
Oh man.
That's
and I was
awesome.
so annoyed because I'm like, I didn't do anything, but we as a collective had to write this letter on a big ol' sheet of paper with markers.
Collective punishment. Classic example of elementary school fascism. I thought at first when you said they dropped the stone, I was worried that the stone was going to break, which I think would maybe be an even bigger issue for them because they come They come from one quarry in Scotland, and I think they cost like $700 to $800 a piece.
Really?
It's literally one quarry in the world where all curling stones come from.
I don't believe you.
You can Google it.
I will, but I'm like, how does that work?
If anyone's I don't know if it's a tradition thing or if there is like a geological rock formation thing of like, yep, these are the absolute best rocks. If anyone in the YouTube or Twitch chat can send us a fact verification, I'm 85% true, or 85% sure that is accurate. But it's also been a while since I've dusted off that fun fact. So, but I'm pretty sure that's what's true.
If that's the case, then they must have a dedicated Deep Rock Galactic mining expedition doing the mining for that stone.
Yeah, that's actually that's what this game was inspired by. Oh, we got a little point defense side objective here.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. It's okay, Alex, I got you.
I just took straight up damage from that. Oh, I'm still in the hospital gown. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it stays if you don't interact with that terminal.
So I unlocked free gear basically by dying. A nice consolation prize.
Congratulations on your death. Have clothes. Oh, okay. Correction from Kalme Ishmael and Twitch. There are 2 quarries in the world. One in Scotland and then one in Wales, where all curling stones come from.
But still, you were mostly right. Like,
I'll take a mostly right.
and obviously we can get the curlers on board for any sort of Dwarves United initiative.
Exactly. They know it. They're people that work with rocks. Tranche 2 Cake has an edition that says that all the Olympic certified ones are from that one quarry, which may well be.
Yeah, they have to be standardized, I'm sure.
Yeah. No bringing your own like bowling. Oops, gotta defend this bad boy.
Well, there's a reason bowling is not in the Olympics, right? Or is it? I don't know.
That's a good question.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
One of the most fun things about Twitch chat is just to say things that might be wrong and then ask like a couple hundred people to be like, hey, fact check, please. Maybe it's, bowling should be. But I think that might be, well...
Oh dear.
I don't know if darts is in the Olympics, but I feel like they gotta be either both are in or both are out.
I want to say darts are in.
Yeah, I think darts are in. Chess isn't.
Chess is not. I know they were in talks of doing like the esports chess Olympic thing, but I don't know if that's happened yet. We have someone from Wales in chat, so we can confirm that 100% about the
damn.
stone.
Shout out the Registrum.
Supply pod is here. Everybody collect ammunition.
Oh, a cube. What do we do with this thing?
Ready to kill some more.
Oh, that is, we put that in Molly and we get extra XP. This data deposit was something from a previous season, where the whole season theme was this alien tech or like rival mining combination with this high-tech shit was infesting our mines. So it was all about sabotaging their stuff and shooting them. They were like they would have like a bunch of robotic drones down in the mines, but there's every once in a while remnants of their infrastructure found in here.
Making a mess of our business.
Mm-hmm.
Data cell deposited. Management will be pleased.
Let's see here. Where do we go in this sweet? Oh, right. We gotta dig out eggs.
I have one over
It's
here.
egg collection time. Oh, someone's. All right. We got a driller on that one. All right. Bugs aren't gonna like that. So every time you dig out an egg, there's a small chance for the game to proc a wave. So if you don't get an audio announcement from it, it just means that there's like a smaller. Sometimes nothing at all happens. Sometimes this happens where a full swarm is announced and.
I have to correct you before the fans do. It's every second egg.
Really?
Sometimes it's the first, but if not the first, it's the second.
Wait, it's really just every other?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. Every day's a school day.
And don't tell anyone that this isn't an educational program.
Exactly. Speaking of education, something I want to school you kids about is the fact that in 2024, Year of Our Lord, there is still no dwarf tag on Steam. That's right, folks. Steam, the famous marketplace where you log on with your computer and you buy hats and games about hats. It doesn't allow you to find games about dwarves. So that's why in 2024, Ghost Ship Games and Kitfox Games are joining forces for hashtag Dwarves Unite. It's our campaign to bug everyone we know at Steam and be annoying little rascals until we get Steam to consent, or to relent is the word, and add dwarves as a tag on their gaming marketplace. So if you're watching the stream, if you're a fan of dwarven games, if you are a fan of mining, minerals, forging, if you yourself are a dwarf and you want to support this cause, start spreading the word. Hashtag Dwarves Unite. Tweet at Steam and Valve and at Gabe Newell and at Pepsi and at Sam Rockwell, the actor, and really anyone else you can think of with some reach, and tell them, hey, it's far past time these dwarves get their due on Steam. Because, when us dwarves stand together, we stand a little taller.
On each other's shoulders.
Yeah. With a trench coat so we can get in to see the Evil Dead Rising in theaters, because we're not old enough to buy a ticket. Do you guys remember the first, R-rated movie you saw?
Oh, yes.
What was it for you?
I want to say it was Euro Trip, which I was born in a time where that was the movies of the day. And that one has the man naked, the old man running naked on the beach and all that. That was not good.
No, not a. Well,
there was a nudie guy, so I'm assuming it's R-rated. If there was a naked man.
Yeah, if they're showing that, we're up in R territory.
That's R.
I think mine was the Usual Suspects.
Ooh, in theaters?
No.
Oh, I thought we were talking about theaters. Yeah.
Oh no, let's see. I'm trying to think of in theaters. What was? Shoot, I can't remember that one specifically. I do remember as a kid, I think my parents were a little protective about, not an insane way, but maybe a little more than average about just media consumption. And I remember in 3rd grade having a contest with my best friend to count who had seen more PG-13 movies. And I remember being super pissed because I had seen 6 and he had seen 8, and I was like, fuck, he knows so much more about the world.
Is Terminator R-rated?
Must be.
That maybe Aliens.
Oh yeah. Aliens for sure are rated.
And Aliens is obviously very Deep Rock Galactic-y in many ways as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of Deep Rock that is very explicitly alien expired. I think some also voice lines that are alien references. Did Dwarf Fortress have any like specific inspirations in the same way?
You know, I ask Tarn about this a lot in interviews and stuff, and he never really gives me a straight answer because I think like his inspirations are just far wide and reaching, and a lot of them are like things I've never heard of either, like really old video games and really old books and things like that. So actually, I don't think I can think of anything off the top of my head, but obviously anything related to the classic Dwarven literature. I know he's also a big fan of Terry Pratchett as well, for example.
This may be sort of a silly question, but I think it's fair to ask. Does this guy only speak in riddles?
Yeah, I would say like a lot of the times he'll say things like, oh, like we just had a meeting with him yesterday, ask him how things are going, and he's just like, oh, you know, things are coming along, and we're digging into this and stuff and experimenting with this, but you know, it's all fine and things will get done, and then he will say things like, you know, that's the mystery of it all. He'll say that a lot, or like, that's to be seen. So I think he's always just like keeping us. He also likes to hide things from us, which I don't like as a community manager, where he's like, I wanted to surprise you with this feature announcement, and I'm like, Tarn, I need to know. I'm the one that has to put this out there, and he's like, well, we wanted to surprise you, and I'm like, why?
Cool.
I think it was stuff like specifically in relation to like Forgotten Beasts and like certain. I don't remember the features, but yeah, I remember he wasn't telling us whether they were in or not, or yeah.
Cool. Just have the Riddler as your boss.
Yeah, basically. Or sometimes we even are like, Tarn, can you explain what this feature does or how it works so we can explain it to the community? And he's just like, you know, it just does a thing, and then when I do this thing, it makes it happen. I'm like, that's not helpful.
Cool.
What about your devs? Like, what are you got Dwarven, Riddler aesthetic type people in your team?
I would say ours are pretty straightforward. We do a stand-up every day where we just like everyone meets in the like canteen at like, I don't know, like about 10:30 every day, and it's just sort of like, hey, how are things going? And then usually that's like a time where like we just get a status of what's up, and then usually over lunch someone will get like, I would say a lot of like game features come from somebody just getting like a goofy idea and being like, hey, what if we did something silly with this? So I would say it's a little less like, I mean, because it's not like the 2-person dev team, I think there's a little more like communal idea of it, but I don't think we have the same surprise elements of like, hoo, what's going on here? But
yeah,
it would be pretty fun. Alright, where are all my friends? I'm gonna make sure Alex gets safely extracted.
I might have taken the long way.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck on a route there. You could try and jump out of this and then zip up there.
Won't I die?
Nah, the Engineer's Plascrete Foam
Unless
has
I do
a
this.
upgrade to it where you... Oh, perfect. Now you're thinking with zip lines. The Engineer's Plascrete Foam thing, or those platforms, has an upgrade where it mitigates fall damage.
Oh.
You can probably grab
this.
Hey, you can grab this guy. You can grab this zippy. And dig your way through too if you need a footstep up. You're like.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, you got zoinked
something...
by the thorns. Here we get.
Oh, the thorns hurt. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Alright, we can dig through and then we can yoink, zip up.
I just assumed the dwarves were immune to like incredibly sharp objects.
That's a fair assumption, but no, that was our game
tough.
balancing feature. Yeah.
All right, I did it. Sorry, I
You
was keeping
did it.
you guys waiting.
Hey Mandy, I mean not Mandy, Alexandra. No sorry allowed here because all dwarves look out for each other, and also we had to recoup from last time where we abandoned your corpse in the caves.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Would have been more of a pain to get me out, I'm sure.
Well, you know, they
And
would
running out of time.
But that's not what it's about. It's about looking after the dwarves. And speaking of dwarves looking after other dwarves, now is a great time to bring up, for what will, to the relief of some, be one of the last plugs of the stream, which is the leading social cause of 2024. Folks, it's 2024. Steam doesn't have a dwarf tag. We need to make it happen. Ghost Ship Games and Kitfox Games, featuring community manager Alexandra, are here today on this stream to let you know of the good word, and that is that hashtag Dwarves Unite is coming to a social cause near you. Spread the cause, join the movement, join arms with your fellow dwarves, and make this hashtag happen so that we can get Steam's attention and get dwarves recognized with their own tag. Rock Sauce in the chat, hashtag Dwarves Unite. That's right, Dwarves Unite. I'm typing it right on back. So, you know, join the movement and let folks know, because somebody's got to do something about it, and we can't let another year go by without celebrating these beautiful dwarves in games like Dwarf Fortress, in games like Deep Rock Galactic, and in so many others. So join us, folks. I hope you will. And, you know, we will be continuing this fight until the tag is put in, officially implemented on Steam.
I'll take it. Rock solid. Fortune and glory.
I think you could put either Dwarves Unite, Dwarfs Unite, DORFs Unite. I think the point, you know, gets it across.
Yeah, we're not the spelling police here. So if you want to say dwarfs, if you want to say dwarf, if you want to say unites with an S as in Steam, if you want to say dwarf unite as just a single one, you know, do what you want. But it's important that we get the word out there. And I just drank a beer that teleported me into the drop pod. I don't think I can get out of here. But yeah, okay, I'm just locked in that. Oh, I'm back. Alrighty, it's time to stream raid. Yagab, are you picking someone to raid?
I'm currently picking someone.
I love that. For those of you who are joining us late, for one last time, we have had the special guest on here today on the GSG Thursday stream, tuning in all the way from Montreal, Canada. It's Kitfox Games community manager, Alexandra. Alexandra, thank you so much for hanging out in the caves with us, for digging, for shooting, for drinking beers, for boogieing, and most importantly, for joining the cause of hashtag Dwarves Unite.
It was so much fun. Y'all are a great group, great community, and what a great dwarf game, y'all. This is amazing.
Wow, and what a great dwarf cause.
Give me a rock and stone.
Yagab, do we have a raid victim?
Yep.
Sound of teamwork.
Alrighty. To all you folks in Twitch, we are about to raid for the YouTube friends, dwarves, miners, brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, community managers, wrestling referees, gas station attendants, and archaeologists. Thank you so much for tuning in. YouTube, we are unfortunately unable to have you on the raid, but for everyone on Twitch, we're about to raid. So I want everyone, when we get into the next channel, start spamming that hashtag Dwarves Unite chat. Start asking 2024 no dwarf tag on Steam ? Get ready to raid. And for one last good time, folks, this has been the GSG Thursday stream featuring Alexandra from Kitfox Games. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hashtag Rock and Stone and hashtag Dwarves Unite.
Goodbye.
Bye,
Goodbye,
everyone.
folks. Raid time. Dwarves Unite. Dwarves